Why are black cats such good listeners? Well, it's because they're all ears. What's going on YouTube? The Witches Festival event is in full swing. We've got tons of people in the zone asking to be grouped up for all different types of things. We have people telling us about their bowel movements. We have so much going on inside of this zone and just in the entirety of ESO. It begs the question, what should you be doing right now to maximize your time, rewards, and best ways to just optimize like everything that's going on in ESO? Depending on how much time you have is what we're going to talk about in this video, and priorities for different types of players based on kind of what outcomes you want to see. So make sure to subscribe. We're less than 200 subscribers away from our next subscriber goal of 34,000, and let's jump into it. And the very most essential thing that you need to do at least once per day is easy. You kill literally one of anything. It could be a delve boss. It could be a public dungeon boss. It could be a final dungeon boss. It can be a trial boss. It could be an arena final boss. The key is that you kill one at minimum per day, because that's going to get you your 2 event tickets, and it's going to get you a golden plunder skull, which next is going to kind of determine if you want golden plunder skulls. Do you want to just farm daily rewards? And let's talk about that briefly. Because as you can see, each boss for your first different type of boss you kill each day gives you a golden Dremora plunder skull. And they actually have slightly different loot pools, but also getting a golden version of any event box is always generally better than either its purple or blue counterparts, depending on the event that you're doing. So when you look at this list here, you think to yourself, is it worth getting one of each of these? And the answer is maybe. So a couple things to consider. One, a lot of you, your eyes might be drawn to the motif pages. And I will tell you, the majority of those motif pages are not worth anything in 2025. Thankfully or unthankfully, if you wanted any of these, the most that you're going to probably spend is probably for the Dremora bow for about 30,000 gold. And 30,000 gold to get a chance as a drop from a final boss that it's going to cause you to run all the way through Maelstrom, Dragonstar, Black Rose, or Vatestrand. You're not going to be profiting off of getting a bunch of those, unfortunately. But what generally a lot of people like myself recommend is if you want to maximize your time potentially getting these reward boxes, you could leave a character at a public dungeon like the Forgotten Crypts, which is getting a ton of traffic right now. You could leave another character at the Shelter Delve next to it, because that's also another one that has tons of really good side rewards in it. It's got Scrib Jelly. It's got really good chest rates in there if you ever need to farm chests for anything to level up your Ledgerman. So many different other things you can do inside there besides just kill the Delve boss. Then obviously, if you want to leave, a character down at the old Dragon's Den, either in the northern or southern part of the map, it's easier to leave a character down here just because it's relatively straightforward to see the dragons down there and smaller distances to cover. Personally, I find it easier to get down to this boss here at the southern part of the map, but you can always leave a character up in the northern part too, just more of a wide range up here, and it's a little more cliffy. But if you ever want to know if a dragon or anything is being attacked, you can see it's got the swords through it. Any incursion style event, dolmens, dragons, hero storms, etc., will have those swords all the way through them. But also the ones that don't are going to be world bosses. World bosses always have swords through them. Unfortunately, you're not going to know which ones are being farmed, but Bankrai is a very popular zone. You can leave a character there. So generally what I like to do during this event, if I'm balling on a bit of time constraint, like I usually do throughout the work week, I leave a couple characters around. I get a golden box on all of them, because again, you get one single gold box per type of content. Quick pop quiz here. If I killed a Delve boss in Deshawn and then a Delve boss in Bankrai, do I get one golden reward box or 2? The answer is 1. You get a golden one and a purple one. What if I kill a world boss in Bankrai and then I kill a public dungeon boss in Deshawn? Well, you would get 2 golden reward boxes. What if I killed a dragon and then I went and did the Alakir Desert Dolmens, a very popular XP farming method? I would get 1 golden reward box, because those are incursions. The Dolmens are incursions, dragons, hero storms, volcanic vents. All of those things are going to be incursions. Another really good way to optimize this event too, with another event that's ongoing with your golden pursuits, is going to be the actual Writhing Wall event. Now, the Writhing Wall is still coming down at 65.8% for part 1 on Xbox and A, and you can see people are running and doing all the daily quests here. Why you want to do the daily quest here is because you're going to get a golden reward box for your first of the day for the stuff here, and it's going to have you doing stuff that's going to give you golden reward boxes. Those of you who don't know, the actual siege camps here give pretty good rewards as well and have a very good loot pool. And again, look for those flashing swords. That is the actual siege camp that is active. It will help make sure that you can find the one that's going on. And by fully completing the golden pursuit, which is going to just have you do a bunch of dailies, do some logins, kill some world bosses, all stuff that you're going to be doing just for the actual witches event, you're going to get this very, very cool mount, as well as a non-combat pet, which also looks relatively cool, and a chunk of gold. And again, most of this stuff you're just going to be naturally doing just by playing this event, killing world bosses. We talked about that, doing some of the dailies, do some siege camps. It's going to be relatively straightforward for you to do, and it's going to reward you by getting that mount. Another thing that you may want to consider doing is doing some Witches Festival writs. Now, these bad mamma jammas, that's a 1 count for those of you count per video, these actually give you a pretty cool reward. You can see by completing 13 of them, you get a hat. I do realize I'm blocking the screen here. And you can see by completing 28 of them, you actually get the title of the witch. And all you're going to have to do is make actual crafted recipes of things that you get during this event. And most of them are going to be super cheap right now because everybody's trying to sell these bad boys. So if you want to get some really cool rewards by completing the Witches Festival writs, important to note, you don't have to do these during Halloween. That's very important. You can get the Witches Festival Witches Hat and the Witches Festival Infernal Hat anytime, and all you have to do is complete those writs, but it's usually very affordable to actually get these writs now. That way you don't have to pay a premium, you know, a year from now, or not a year from now because it's Halloween again, 9 months from now, when people really aren't listing them on the market because there's nobody going, you know what, it's July, I'm going to become a witch. People aren't really thinking that in that moment, so generally it's easier to buy these during the event. And the actual recipes themselves are also relatively cheap during this event because they all drop from those gold and purple reward plunder skulls, making them a really good opportunity to pick up on the market because people are trying to make a little bit of gold on them, and they're usually relatively affordable. Also, don't forget that if you watch on Twitch right now, you can get yourself a mount, a pet, and an Ouroboros crown crate. I probably listed those in the order of least exciting, but for 1 hour, 4 hours, and 8 hours, you can get those actual rewards. And all you have to do is watch on Twitch, and you can just walk away while Twitch is on in your web browser. You don't have to like actively participate or do anything besides just passively watch. If you go to my description below, you can find a quick link on how to actually link both of those accounts together, but it is relatively easy. All you need to do is click to link your ESO and your Twitch account. It just requires you to log in, and it's that simple. That to you, Mr. Bumblebee, but also a good reason to maybe come down to Glenumbra and head into the Witches Coven is because everybody here is killing Lord Hollowjack. Everyone's grouping up for it. The question is why might you want to kill him? Well, the answer is if you kill him, you get yourself a trophy, and then you have a chance to get a bust of him, which is just a funny word to say out loud in a video that people are going to watch. You're going to get a big old bust of him. If you're lucky, there'll be a bust inside of him. Important to note, this is a chance for it to drop, whereas the actual trophy itself is guaranteed, just in case you're confused why you may or may not be getting the one versus the other, but it is very cool to have. And it is seasonal. You can only get this during the Halloween event. Also, because you guys requested it, there will be a Witches Grab Bag Festival video. It just goes over which of these pieces are cheap versus which of them are decent, because if you buy the cheap pieces, you're guaranteed to get pieces you don't have, meaning if you roll your 2 event tickets, you might get yourself something that's worth a little bit of gold. The only issue is that's going to be a dedicated video just because there's a lot of items here, so we'll talk about that in a video likely this weekend. Another thing to do right now is to actually go and purchase the Exorcised Coven Cottage down here in Glenumbra. If you want a spooky home for yourself, all you need to do is just spend 250,000 gold and get yourself this event during the Halloween era. It is a beautiful home that I think is definitely great for Halloween decorating. If you're entering any sort of specific Halloween-themed housing contest, it is fantastic for it. But overall, those are the key things that I would focus on in this time period. As we discussed in our which thing should you do as a daily farm video, like what are the best Witches Festival farms, I'll give you a quick highlight, but I think that most of that's going to be broken down in that video if you're interested. But the quick TLDR is do things that you want to benefit from. The Witches Festival event is 2 times XP. If you want to focus this more on as an XP event versus a Plunder Skull event, do that. If you're getting a lot of luck from getting new stuff from the Solstice event and the Writhing Wall, do that. If you just want to use this to make solid gold, just kill dragons and do that. Yeah, dragons are going to give you a plunder skull, but dragons are just always super profitable, and when there's tons of people farming it, it makes it faster to kill them, which makes you get rewards faster, making this a super profitable event for you. If you just want to roll plunder skulls to sell all that Halloween goodness, farm Fungal Grotto 1, potentially even go to the portals in Craglorn. But to my opinion, when you have an event that lets you do anything, you should do things that you were naturally going to do or want to do. Like, Jake, I wanted to level up this character. Jake, I wanted to finally get rich. Jake, I wanted to get rare Halloween goods. Use this opportunity to do that. If you want to see some of the best Halloween event farms, check out that video. And if you have more Halloween themed goodness, we'll do a Witches Festival grab bag video because you guys requested it. So if you have any other requests for Witches Festival goodness or anything else going on, Twitch drops, mounts, other cool things you can earn right now, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. After we do our quick 3 giveaway drawings, which are, please like the video and leave a comment. Please be subscribed. We're less than 200 subscribers away from our next subscriber goal. And please look for hidden word be flashed upon the screen or somewhere else on the video. I will tell you for watching this video, it's actually not going to be flashed upon the screen. It's going to be somewhere else, either the description, a comment, or in the title of the video. So if you're the first person to find it before the end of the month, you will win. The word has not been revealed yet, but it will be released very soon. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.